be fooled when they tell you that Israel is retaliating. Israel are not retaliating. Israel has always been the aggressor. Israel has always been the instigator, the propagator. But the people who stood up and they spoke out against this oppression, those are the people that will be remembered. Those are the people that will stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment, and they will say, Ya Allah, I did whatever I could do. I spoke out. And Israel commits those war crimes on a daily basis, and the world stays silent. But we will not be silent. We will not stand by and let them mercilessly wipe out and commit genocide on a people. If you treated a dog in this country the way that the Palestinian child is treated in Palestine, wallahi, Allah is my witness, you would be arrested. Today they're treating human beings worse than an animal, and the world stays silent. Israel has the right to defend itself. Israel has the right to defend itself. It's like saying Jimmy Savile, the prolific child raper, has a right to defend himself when the child scratched him while he was raping it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My brothers and my sisters in religion, my brothers and my sisters in humanity, today's topic is a very pertinent topic that is on most of our minds. It's widely reported in the media, and it's important that we as Muslims also have a voice and we speak out against what we feel is an injustice that is happening to our brothers and sisters around the world. And in particular, we would like to concentrate today on our Palestinian brothers and sisters who are being slaughtered mercilessly. So we're going to talk about, inshallah, the current crisis in Palestine. Now, the issues around this conflict can be confusing, but the reality is that the foundational concepts that would attribute right and wrong, justice and injustice are very, very simple, very basic. They're not confusing, and they are not, most certainly not, something that the average person cannot grasp if they have an interest to stand up for that which is just, that which is fair. Now, we are being told that this current conflict started when Israel was attacked by a terrorist group, as they claim, and they flew over with paragliders and machine guns, and they killed some Israelis. And therefore, Israel has the right to defend itself, and it is now retaliating. But what a lot of people don't realize, they don't acknowledge, and they don't know that this attack was not just an attack that happened, that instigated a response. In reality, the Palestinians have been attacked for the last 75 years of their existence. And that attack and that oppression has not ceased, and it has not stopped. This is not the catalyst as to the conflict that we see today. The clocks did not start when the rockets flew over from Palestine into Israel. The clocks did not start for this conflict when some paragliders flew in and shot some innocent Israelis. The conflict started way before. And if you look, even just a few weeks and a few months before the conflict, on the 18th of September 2023, before the current crisis, Save the Children reported that 38 Palestinian children were killed by Israeli forces just leading up to this conflict, making that the worst year on record, the worst year on record of killing innocent Palestinian children just before this current conflict. So don't be fooled when they tell you that Israel is retaliating. Israel are not retaliating. Israel has always been the aggressor. Israel has always been the instigator, the propagator. And it is not the Israelis that are retaliating, but up to now, every retaliation is by the Palestinian people. So don't forget this, my friends. Don't let them persuade you. Don't let them persuade you that they are simply reacting to an offensive by the Palestinian people, when in fact they have been the ones who have been carrying out the offensives non-stop every day of the lives of the Palestinian people for the last 75 years. Under the United Nations Charter for the Human Rights, they regard Israel routinely commits war crimes to the Palestinian population, an innocent population that has no military, no navy, no air force, no army, and it attacks them mercilessly on a daily basis. Under the United Nations, my brothers and my sisters, not that I need them to quote to me as a Muslim as to what is valid